itself, and we'll be working with the founders to provide all the tooling and automation to make it easier to submit content in 12 languages. That's the first key element of what we're trying to do. The second one obviously is, yes, we have 1.4 billion people, but unlike other markets where they're largely one single language population, we are a lot more, I mean, you've heard the reference, we're a lot more like Europe. I mean, we have like 20, 25 languages that are really material, right? I mean, very large number of people speak different languages. They come from different parts of the country with different tastes. And ultimately, every Indian wants to have their own unique identity. They have their own preferences. And so how do you personalize for them? The first one is, everybody in India has a mobile number today. Everybody in India does not have an email. For some crazy reason, that's the one feature where I just feel that we are sitting 15 years ago in time. On both the major app stores, I have to have an email ID to create an account, and then all the personalization goes for a toss. Because after that, basically, there's one email ID in the family, and the entire family is just sharing app recommendations. We are making the verified mobile number the login, and it simplifies more than you can imagine. You will see this when you start using the app, because then you're actually seeing content that is personalized for you basis your mobile number profile. Again, for most of the startup founders here who are building in the mobile economy, you know that your login is mobile number based. I mean, it's just so like 2024 to not, like anything else doesn't work. So we're starting with that. Now that we actually know who you are through a unique identity, we can actually start building, and here we have to use the buzzword of the year. It is AI driven. We are building personalized recommendations based on a lot of signals. We absolutely want to make sure that if we understand enough about you directly, we will give you recommendations based on exactly who you are. Otherwise, it'll be neighborhood, it'll be region, and 20 other signals that come in. Location is going to be a variable that we actually believe is relevant in this market. What you eat, where you eat, what you wear, all of it.
More than 2 to 3 minutes to just compliment them. I've seen the tremendous disruption which PhonePe has brought in. If you look at the last 2 to 3 decades, all tech innovations have happened in the western part of the world through Google, Apple, Amazon, Meta, and in China through Tencent and Alibaba. What we are seeing today is really a demonstration of India's tech power and its great ability to build unique innovation. It's also in many ways a continuation of what India has done, in digital public infrastructure through layers which are open APIs, which is globally interoperative. And to my mind, this creation of today is the launch of India's App Store, and especially for Android developers, is very, very timely. It's very needed. It will bridge the expectation between the developers and App Store providers. And by supporting it in 12 languages, I think the Indus App Store will really strengthen the Android position as a very competitive choice in India. It really promotes the Make in India movement in a very big way. It offers a platform to Indian apps to compete globally. And to my mind, the Indus App Store will provide a platform to developers to showcase and test apps on cohorts of users. And this will stimulate huge innovation in India as the startup movement grows and blossoms. And to the tech leaders at Indus App Stores and the broader PhonePe ecosystem, this is truly